Hey everyone, Melissa here, and I'm back today on the Coco Vanilla Studio YouTube channel and my channel with a layout created based on the beautiful mood board for June. So this is a challenge like we have every month, so do make sure you play along. Now I was inspired by the Ferris wheel and I'm going to recreate that look on my page. I won't be making a Ferris wheel, but I thought I'd make a wreath, and because of the blues and oranges in that beautiful mood board, I am using the Sunkissed collection. So if you know me, you know this is one of my favorites. I love bright colors, and I have a photo. I think this was January 2020. We went to Riverton, and I've been working on this album. I'm using all Sunkissed products for this album. So I have this photo of Brielle and Ava on this toy train at Riverton, so you can see the kind of the harbour part of the beach in the background there. And I've just pulled lots of bits and pieces here. I'm not sure what I'm going to use yet, but it's all here. I've also done some fussy cutting on this paper, which is called Growing Wild. So I just grabbed them. So I've cut these pieces. And my background paper, I'm going to challenge myself to not use white paper because that is what I always do. Let me just move these out of the way. So I'm going to use this beautiful cloud paper. It's got that gorgeous wood grain on the back. It's called Just Chillin'. And yeah, that is my plan. So I'm going to get started. So the first thing I did was get a dinner plate from the kitchen. Actually, this one came straight out of the dishwasher. Dried it off first and then just used it to create that part of the circle. I have used my paper piercer and pushed it through completely in the middle because I know that a lot of thread is going to go through that central hole. So I'm just using double-sided tape to adhere my thread. You could use washi tape or you could tie a knot. I just grabbed what was nearby. And here I am creating that Ferris wheel look. I think I put 2 threads through one of these. I wasn't going to have this even. I imagined that it would be kind of like string art and uneven, but I think the only way to have that happen is to have more than one central hole for where it's coming out of. So skipped ahead because it took a long time. And I got to sort of halfway through, and I explained this in the blog post as well, but I wasn't really happy with it. It took me a lot to get to that point, and there was a lot of thread going through that central hole. And then I thought, how am I going to create the other side of the wheel when that wheel goes off the page? And I thought, you know what, let's just not create the other side of the wheel. I think I used 2 skeins of thread, and so I didn't really want to use any more because it's not like I can buy them easily where I live. So I decided that I would do some mixed media on a piece of just scrap white cardstock that I'd used for something else. So I pulled out some Shimmers orange products. I pulled out a couple. They're quite subtle. I think one is more creamy and one is more shimmery, but it did the job anyway. And I actually end up loving this because I think if I'd done the full thing on that pattern paper, which is quite busy, it just would have been too much. So I think this provides a bit of breathing room, and it saved me having to stitch the entire way around. And then you can see the pencil line, which I kind of drew too dark, but I will erase that soon. So here I've got a couple of scrap pieces of paper from the collection as well. I just love that paper, that pink and orange one. Goes really well with the colours and the mood board as well. And then I just decided to use the other side of that, which I didn't realise it was until this moment, with the stars, and just provides like a coloured matte and then the white one with a bit of pattern, and just, like I say, visual relief between the 2 patterns or the cardstock with the mixed media and the pattern. So off camera I'd fussy cut out in front of the TV these beautiful florals, and I mostly went for ones that were on the edge of the page because I knew I wanted to put them around my photo. So I bend up the edges quite a lot just to give some texture, and then just placing them where they're going to work. I don't want the edge where it's cut off to go off the side so that you can see it's an edge, or off the corner. So happy with how that's looking. And then I'm going through the ephemera pack I love this ice cream. It looks like Brielle's got an ice cream in her hand. It's actually this microphone thing that she wanted. And so I do decide to use the ice cream, not because there's an ice cream in the photo, but just think it just goes with the whole summer theme. Added another cloud as well. I'm loving how that's looking. Just committing now to gluing down these florals. Most items glued really well on top of, or adhered really well on top of the thread. I think I will put a wood button on, and later on I go back off camera and just add some extra adhesive because I put it directly onto thread. So I'm loving that ice cream, but because those florals are fussy cut, I just wanted to fussy cut off that white border, and I love how it looks. Otherwise it would have looked a bit strange, although I think the white around that die cut cloud works really well, but not so much on that ice cream. So I've tucked a label sticker under as well, and a couple of other stickers from the accessory sticker sheet. And now I'm just bending things up a bit and adding lots of little dots. And so that's how I get my that's how I work out, that's how I get my embellishment to look more dimensioned. I spend quite a lot of time with tiny little pop dots. So that's my final layout. I hope you enjoyed my process video, and I can't wait to see how this challenge inspires you. Make sure you share your layouts in the Facebook group. Thanks for watching.